Yes, people, welcome back to Transfer Talk. A big name linked with Newcastle United in the past 24 hours. It is Barcelona's Memphis Depay. Now, the Dutch winger is being offered away from Barcelona. The club deem him surplus to requirements after somehow they managed to spend money this summer. Found it down the back of the Spanish sofa, did they? Thought they were skint. They couldn't afford a San Miguel last week. Now they've got 7 new players. What's going on there? Do you know what I mean? They've signed Rafinha, they've signed Lewandowski, they've signed Ferran Torres. Amongst other players, that's just the forwards, and for that reason, Depay is no longer wanted, no longer needed. Kicked to the wayside, Memphis Depay by Barcelona. He's being offered away for just 20 million euros. He's available, this is official, he is available for 20 million euros. 17 million pounds is all it will take to get Memphis Depay back to the Premier League or anywhere else he wants to go. He has been about the place, do you know what I mean? Speaking of the Premier League, we all know he went to Manchester United a few years ago, didn't quite hit the ground running there, didn't quite have a successful spell, but then again, who has had a successful spell at Man United in the past 10 years? Do you know what I mean? Nobody. So you can't really blame Memphis on that one. He then went to Lyon and did wonders there, had a great record there. We're going to get into his stats in just a minute, but he did brilliant in France, and that tempted Barcelona to sign him last summer. And he's only been at Barcelona for a year, and he has actually done very well there. His record is very decent there, and his record for Holland is even better. His record for his national side is unreal. I'll tell you what we'll do, actually, since we're speaking on it, I'll put the specs on, I'll get the numbers up, that's what I'll do. 28 games, 12 goals for Barcelona last year. Played in the Europa League as well, managed a goal or two there in a few appearances. Obviously, Barca got knocked out of that. For Lyon, where he did well, 2017, 2021, which got him that move to Barcelona. The 3 in a bit years at Lyon, 63 goals in 139 games. Class record in Ligue 1. Absolutely brilliant record for Depay there. At Manchester United, didn't quite go so well. Just 2 years though. I mean, it's not long that. And during that 2-year spell, they were absolutely horrible. They were complete dog shit, so you can't blame them. At Man United, just 2 goals in 33 games. Now, that isn't great for a winger, but I'm not sure how many of those were actually substitute appearances, or how many starts there was, things like that. So I think I say Man United were in turmoil. Still kind of on till this summer with Ten Hag, see how that goes. But they've been a mess for years now, Man United. You know, there's top class players that have went to Man United and not done well. Tens and tens of them, to be fair. You look at not just Depay, but you know, Di Maria, who they signed around that time, was highly rated. 70 million, didn't do well. Loads of them have. But what made Man United pay £25 million for Memphis Depay was the bits he was doing over his home country, Holland, for PSV Eindhoven. He was one of the hottest prospects in Europe when he was playing for PSV, and Man United just beat PSG to a bid to sign Depay. And now what's really impressive, and he always seems to do well on the big stage, Depay, when he's in a major tournament. I mean, he was outstanding in the Euros last summer, wasn't he, for Holland, in his record. 42 goals in 80 games for the Netherlands. Now that is absolutely class. And the thing about Depay is he can play across the front three, which will be interesting Newcastle and Eddie Howe. You would have thought so anyways. I mean, there's certain news outlets, if you go on Google, it's everywhere. There's certain news outlets that are saying Depay would turn down and move to Newcastle. He wants European football still. We don't know that yet, do we? I think we could tempt Depay with the project and with a nice hefty wage, no doubt about that. But surely Newcastle have got to be looking at Depay. If he's available for 20 million euros, with that goal scoring record, with his best years ahead, he should be coming into his prime now. With that record, with a World Cup in November, December in Qatar, that'll be tempting Depay, I think, to make the move. I mean, he's not going to get a game at Barcelona, so he has to move. It just depends on where his options is. Maybe he could go to Italy, somewhere like that, you know. Could he go to an AC Milan, who's interested in him, who else wants him? It's the likes of Newcastle and Tottenham that are actually interested in him, and maybe even Chelsea. But I'm not sure either of those would work out for him or definitely happen. So if Newcastle came calling and we could tempt him, I think it would be an unreal signing, getting Depay, because like I say, we've got to be interested. If he can play across the front three, right wing, left wing and striker when Wilson gets injured, not if, when. Brilliant standing player there. I think he could come up here and be a proper star. He would be one of our best players if he came here, literally, because he's better than St. Maximin. And you know, we love St. Maximin and whatnot. He's been linked away with a move this summer, but we'll question St. Maximin's decision making in the final third. His end product, Depay's end product is unreal. I mean, his finishing's class. That's a really good goal record, even last year. Even last year at Barcelona, with a struggling Barcelona side in La Liga, he's done well there. I think it's just because a lot of English people will remember him from his time at Manchester United, seeing them on Sky, seeing him on Match of the Day, thinking, what a flop, you know, he hasn't done well there. Came with a big reputation, big price tag. But nothing, like I said, worked out for Man United for the past several years, so you can't blame Memphis there. For me, I think he's a quality player. Brilliant for Holland, like I've said, on the major tournament stage. Very good for Barcelona last year. Unbelievable for Lyon in Ligue 1 a couple of years ago. So I think this would be a tremendous sign. I think it'll be a big sign. I think it'll be a star sign for Newcastle. I think a front three of St. Maximin, Depay and Wilson would do bits. It would be great to watch, be very entertaining, skillful, pace and abundance. End product from Depay and Wilson at least. I'm very excited about this one, and I think Newcastle should go for it. If the problem is at the minute is that we don't want to be ripped off. That's why we don't want to get Diaby for 50, 60 million. That's why we don't want to pay the 35 million for Jack Harrison from Leeds. If you can get Memphis Depay for 17 million pounds, that is an absolute steal. It's just convincing Depay to come to Newcastle, coming from Barcelona and Newcastle. Just give him a long-term vision. Just say, look, a couple of years' time, you would have been here a couple of years. You'll be 30 now. You'll be established squad player. You'll be one of our important players, maybe a leader in the dressing room, and then we'll be in Europe then, hopefully. So if you can tempt him with a project, look at the players around him that have came, Trippier, Bruno, Botman. If Depay comes, that again sends out a message, and that again gives out a great insight for other players to join this Newcastle project for me. So if we can get Depay, Dan Ashworth, make it happen. I think it'd be a brilliant signing. Let me know in the comments below what you make of Memphis Depay. He is available. Barcelona don't want him. He'll want the move because he wants first team football again at that Netherlands squad for the World Cup this year. Would you sign him at Newcastle? Where do you think Memphis Depay will end up? Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel TV. I'll see you on the next one.